this session on Introduction to Operations Research. In this session, we are going to discuss about these contents, definition and importance of operation research, what is the historical development of operation research, what are the fundamental concepts related to operation research, mathematical modeling in operations research, common techniques and methods used, applications of operation research, some case studies based on it, and future trends and challenges in this subject. Introduction to Operations Research. OR is a comprehensive and multidisciplinary field that employs advanced analytical methods to aid in decision making and problem solving. So we are going to deal with certain problems, say of a particular plant, which will have few machineries, and there'll be a particular amount of raw input, and there'll be a particular output for that operations. So we will have to say decide on what would be the cost incurred, or it could be something like you are trying to figure out what is the profit. So you have to make certain decisions as to how much raw material has to be brought which machines are supposed to run in what order, and then when the finished products will be produced, how it can be scheduled, and how it will be sent to the market for sending it to the customers. So all these important decisions related to the operations will be taken in this course. Definition and importance. Operations research is the discipline of applying mathematical models, statistical analysis, and optimization techniques to make better decisions and solve complex problems. It is crucial in various industries for improving efficiency, reducing costs, and enhancing productivity. We will generally solve problems like we have to maximize the profit of an organization and minimize the losses that are incurred by the organization. These are the two main objectives that are sought after in OR. Apart from various other kind of problems that we solve, for example, assignment problems, where you assign workers a particular job, or you can assign salesmen to certain zones where they have to deliver the products. So accordingly, you will have to make decisions in assignment. Or it could be problems like transportation. Say you have to move from one city to another, and in between you will have various cities to cross over. So which path you need to choose is what you go for in transportation problems. So there are various techniques in all of these that happen, like scheduling, transportation, assignment. So you have to learn all the methods, and you have to choose the one which suits the best for your situation, and accordingly go ahead and try to enhance your productivity and efficiency, and also you will try to reduce the cost incurred in the process. Historical developments. Early beginnings. The origins of OR can be traced back to the early 20th century with the advent of scientific management. Frederick Taylor and Henry Gantt were pioneers in using scientific methods for industrial efficiency. World War II era. OR gained prominence during World War II when military planners used it to allocate resources, plan logistics, and optimize operations. The British and American military utilized OR techniques extensively. Post war expansion. After the war, OR methods were adapted for industrial and governmental use. The formation of societies such as the Operations Research Society of America, abbreviated as ORSA, and the Institute for Operations Research and the Management Sciences, INFORMS, helped formalize the field. Now we will see some fundamental concepts. Optimization. Finding the best solution from a set of feasible solutions, often involving maximizing or minimizing an objective function. So as I told you, you can have objectives such as maximize a particular function or minimize a particular function. Minimize is generally related to cost, and maximize term is related to profit of the organization. Modeling, creating abstract representations, that is models of real world systems to analyze and predict their behavior. So you are having, say, a real life problem of moving from one city to another. Which path to follow while going from city A to D? When you have to cross over two more cities in between, say B, C, or it could be more routes available. So which route you need to choose such that you have very less cost incurred and more efficiency, and also the time required is less by the salesman to travel from one city to another, is all about transportation problem. So what you are modeling is a real life problem into a mathematical equation and trying to solve, figure out its answer, and whatever values you get through this kind of a technique is definitely correct and it can be used into real life problems. Simulation, using computer based models to replicate the behavior of systems and study their performance under various conditions. So you can also use simulation, like you can use the tool of Excel for studying simulation of, say, what amount of bread needs to be prepared by a bakery on a daily basis such that it goes for minimum amount of losses and maximum amount of profit is incurred by selling off whatever is being produced, and the amount of stale breads that you have will also be less. So you can simulate this using Excel. Statistical analysis, applying statistical techniques to interpret data and make informed decisions. You are having statistical technique for getting the answers. Decision theory, studying the principles and methods for making rational choices under uncertainty. There is a decision theory where you need to get the answers under risk or under uncertainty and then figure out what would be the possible solution in such cases. So these are all included in OR. Mathematical modeling in OR. Mathematical models are at the heart of OR. They provide a structured way to describe complex systems and analyze their behavior. Key types of models include deterministic models. Assume that all parameters and outcomes are known with certainty. Examples include linear programming models. So this is what we are going to start with as the base for OR. So here you need to know all the parameters and then you can solve. So it is called as deterministic model, where everything is certain, everything is determined. Stochastic models incorporate certain uncertainty and randomness. Examples include queuing models and simulation. So suppose you need to simulate the bread problem, as I told you, that is uncertainty and randomness. You never know how many breads you would sell in a particular day. So you can use certain models over there. We'll be studying the Monte Carlo method for simulation. Then there's something called as queuing model, wherein you figure out in which line you should stand for taking the ticket, for example, such that you get the ticket faster. Because generally we have a thought that if there are two queues for taking tickets, whichever queue you are standing in, you always feel that the other queue is moving faster. So we generally tend to believe this, and it actually happens. Even if you change the queue and you go to the other one, you start observing that the one you were standing in has started suddenly moving even faster than the second one. So these things do happen. So how do you stand in a queue such that you can get your ticket faster without just jockeying in between the two lines? So all these things we are going to study, wherein there is a lot of uncertainty and randomness. Dynamic models consider changes over time, often using differential equations or dynamic programming. So this is also something that we are going to study. It's a very interesting topic, wherein dynamically you decide as to where you need to move such that you are getting better results. Common techniques and methods. So these are something that we are going to study in OR one by one. Linear programming, LP, optimizes a linear objective function subject to linear constraints, widely used in resource allocation and production planning. Everything is linear over here, including the objective function and the constraints. Linear means the degree of the equation will be 1 and not less or more than 1. Integer programming IP, a form of LP where some or all variables are restricted to integer values, useful in scheduling and logistics. Dynamic programming DP breaks down problems into simpler subproblems and solves them sequentially, applied in inventory management and capital budgeting. So here you can also figure out as to which model is used in which domain of study. Queuing theory analyzes waiting lines to optimize service efficiency and minimize wait times, used in telecommunications, transportation, and healthcare. Network models optimize flows in networks such as transportation or communication networks, includes shortest path problems and maximum flow problems. Simulation uses computer models to simulate complex systems and evaluate their performance under different scenarios, applied in manufacturing, healthcare, and finance. Game theory studies strategic interactions among decision makers, used in economics, political science, and military strategies. We will be discussing in detail about all of these when we take up one by one each of the module. If I tell you everything right now, it will be very confusing. So I'll just teach them once I take up each module individually. Applications of operations research, business and industry, supply chain management, production scheduling, inventory control, and project management. Healthcare, optimizing the allocation of medical resources, improving patient care processes, and managing hospital operations. Transportation, route planning, traffic management, airline scheduling, and logistics optimization. Military, strategic planning, resource allocation, logistics, and operational tactics. Public sector, policy analysis, urban planning, disaster response, and resource management. Finance, portfolio optimization, risk management, and financial planning. So you can see that these are the various sectors where you are going to use operations research. It basically involves everything around us that we deal with in our everyday life. That's where OR is used. So this is a field which is used in everyday life. Everywhere you can use it. It has vast applications. Let's take up some case studies. Supply chain optimization. The problem is a company wants to minimize the cost of distributing products from multiple warehouses to various retail stores. So, what is the solution? Use linear programming to determine the optimal shipping routes and quantities, resulting in significant cost savings and improved delivery times. Healthcare scheduling. Problem: a hospital needs to schedule nurses in a way that meets patient care requirements while considering staff availability and preferences. What will be the solution? Apply integer programming to create an efficient and fair schedule, ensuring adequate coverage and increased staff satisfaction. Third case study is about transportation logistics. Problem: a logistics company needs to optimize its delivery routes to minimize travel time and fuel consumption. What's the solution? Utilize network problems and dynamic programming to plan the most efficient routes, leading to reduced operational costs and improved service levels. So, once we take up these problems, I'll tell you in detail how it is being used. Last, we'll talk about the future trends and challenges. Big data and analytics, leveraging vast amounts of data to enhance decision making and predictive modeling. So, this is where you can use OR. Artificial intelligence and machine learning, integrating AI and ML techniques with OR to solve increasingly complex problems and automate decision making processes. Sustainability, applying OR to address environmental challenges, optimize resource use, and promote sustainable practices. Interdisciplinary collaboration, combining insights from various fields such as computer science, economics, and engineering to tackle multifaceted multifaceted problems. Ethical considerations: ensuring that OR solutions are fair, transparent, and consider the broader societal impact. This is very important, wherein once you are using OR, you need to be sure that it is fair, transparent, and it is taking the societal aspects into consideration. So, with this, I end the session on Introduction to Operations Research course. I hope you have understood idea behind it. If you have any doubt, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.